Hey everybody, I'm Teryn Darling, and I am super excited to be sitting here introducing you to the new Bishop PMU Wand machine, the OMG edition, super slick silver and a touch of pink, of course. When Bishop first reached out to me a couple of years ago and asked if I would like to collab with them on their new machine, words can't even begin to describe what that invitation meant to me. It was just super humbling. And I mean, how cool and how lucky can a girl be that Bishop asks you to collab with them on their new machine, especially for an artist like me. I've been obsessed with machines for my entire career. I've been teaching machines and machine classes to artists and the industry for about 20 years. And it's Bishop. Anyone that knows me knows Bishop is my favorite machine, and I've been using Bishop machines as far back as I can remember. The Bishop V6, the Bishop Phantom, the Michelangelo, and for the last couple of years, when I'm out in public at conferences doing demos, I've been using the Bishop PMU pen. But here in Vegas for the last couple of years, I've been using this machine right here. I've been using the new Bishop PMU Wand OMG edition on all my eyebrows, eyeliner, lips, and just the other day, an areola procedure. And I absolutely love this machine. It's an amazing machine. And it really has the potential to be a disruptor in the machine space. That's how fantastic this machine is. And I think you all are going to love this machine as well. And did I mention Bishop? I mean, come on. Franco Vescovi, the owner of Bishop, he's pretty famous in the tattoo industry. And he's a tattooer. He does black and gray tattoos. And he's a really passionate guy. He's super passionate about the craft, about the artist, about the industry, and certainly about his machines. He released his first machine back in 2008 with the Bishop Capo. And ever since then, he's been putting out machines that don't disappoint. Franco is a brilliant and genius maker of machines. Every machine that he puts out there is of high quality, high precision. They're durable and long-lasting. And that is why they have been one of the most popular machines in the tattoo industry for many, many years, and popular in the PMU industry for the last several years. So it's a little surreal to be sitting here with a Bishop machine in my hand that I collaborated on and has my logo, OMG. Pretty surreal and pretty cool. So what do you say we open up this box and take a closer look at what's inside? This is the Bishop PMU Wand OMG edition. So when you order the full set, this is the box that you're going to receive. It's a really big box. It's weighted because a lot comes in this box, and the box is made of really high quality material. It's a beautiful presentation. So can we just for a minute take a look at the back? Little message for my permanent makeup peeps. So this is the full set. Let's go ahead and unbox her. So we'll remove the sleeve. Set that over there. And then it has a magnetic front, which I think is pretty cool. my OMG brow box has the same thing, and I love it. So you flip this open and remove the protective cover, and here you are. This is the full set. So first we have the little brochure, little how-to brochure, like the buttons and some of the features, how to use the docking station and whatnot. So this is going to be super helpful and valuable to you. So you're going to want to keep that. And we have the travel case. This is the machine travel case. And before I open it up, I just want to pound on it and squeeze it and show you how rugged and durable it is. So if you're like me and you travel and do procedures on location, you're really going to appreciate this travel box. I absolutely love it. I travel a lot all over the world and do live demos, and so I was really appreciative of how rugged and durable they made the travel case. So it comes with the machine, battery number 1 and battery number 2. You have 3 OMG needle cartridges, and they even gave you some extra O-rings. They even labeled them for you. These O-rings are for the grip portion of the machine, and these extra O-rings are for the battery portion of the machine. So there's the machine, 2 batteries, 3 needles, Ziploc case, and then we have the 3 disposable grips. This, of course, comes in a blister pack. I just opened it up to make it easy so you could see it good. These are disposable grips that fit right on the machine, and I think some artists are going to absolutely love these. This is the docking station, and they even give you a little tab to make it easy opening up the box, which I appreciate because I can never get these boxes open. And this is your docking station. So docking station is where you can insert 2 batteries for charging. Comes with a 6-foot cable and a wall charger. So you get all that. Ziploc case, machine, 2 batteries, 3 OMG cartridges, 3 disposable grips, docking station, 6-foot charging cable, and wall charger, and your little how-to brochure, all for $599.99. I was really surprised that they got all this, and considering the quality of the machine and the battery, for $599.99. This is the full set. So there is another option. The other option is the single set. And what the single set would include is, we'll put this away, we'll put this up here, and this. So the single set would be Ziploc case, machine, 1 battery, 3 OMG needle cartridges, your extra O-rings, 1 disposable grip, and a 2-foot USB charging cable. And the price for the single set, and your brochure, and the price for the single set is $449.99. So you have 2 options, the full set with everything, the extra battery, the docking station, everything for $599.99, or the single set for $449.99. So let's put a needle in this machine, turn her on, and talk more about her. So let's take a closer look at the Bishop PMU Wand OMG edition. When you first get your machine, it's going to have a little protective film on the top of the LED display, so we can just take that off. But here she is, a beautiful, sleek, silver machine made out of aircraft aluminum. And right here in the middle, that connects the battery to the machine, it's pink, of course, and the OMG logo. And if you look closely, right here, you'll see 3.0. That's because this machine is a 3.0 stroke setting. The reason I chose a 3.0 stroke setting for the OMG edition is because I use a 3.0 stroke setting machine for most of my work and have for a very long time. The 3.0 stroke setting is not going to hit the skin too soft, and it most certainly is not going to hit the skin too hard. The 3.0 is a moderate stroke setting. It's neutral, if you will. It sits right there in the middle, which makes it a really versatile stroke setting that is suitable for all skin types, whether that skin is more mature and fragile or younger or a little bit thicker. The 3.0 stroke setting is going to be perfect for all brow styles, eyeliner, eyebrows, and areola work. And the 3.0 stroke setting is going to work with all the different hand movements. So that's why I chose the 3.0 stroke setting for the OMG edition. The 3.0 stroke setting is going to be the perfect stroke setting for most artists and the way they work. The machine is ergonomic and lightweight at 4.6 ounces. The battery by itself weighs 1.4 ounces. So artists are going to love that with the battery attached, the machine weighs a total of 4.6 ounces. The other thing artists are going to love is the beautiful taper size on this machine. The taper size they chose is not too small, because when you go too small with the taper size, that can cause hand cramping and hand fatigue. So the taper size that they chose for this machine, artists are going to love it. It's going to feel really comfortable in your hand, like you can get a great grip for ultimate control, yet it's going to eliminate hand fatigue and hand cramping. Okay, so let's put a needle in and turn her on. So this is the OMG number 8 3RL. That is a really popular needle for a lot of PMU artists. So just like most of the pens out there, you know where to put the needle. Just put it in right here till it clicks. Once it's clicked in, hold the machine firmly and turn it again. You really want to turn it clockwise with some firmness to make sure that needle is securely in, and that will ensure that that needle will never pop out during a procedure. One more little tip for you is while you are setting up your machine, make sure you are setting it up over your workstation, because if you ever dropped your machine and it hit the workstation, the machine is going to survive. It's still going to run great, no sweat. But if you are not setting up your machine over your workstation and you happen to drop it and it lands all the way on the floor, there's a really good chance that you damaged this machine and it is not going to run properly. And that's just too much money to risk. So always make sure you're setting up your machine over your workstation to protect your machine. Okay, so now we got our needle in, right? I like everything lined up perfectly. So everything likes to be lined up. The airflow vent or ink reservoir on the needle and with the battery. I like it all nice and lined up. So Let's take a look at the LED panel and let's turn the machine on. So what I like is it's a very simplistic machine. We have 3 buttons. We have power, minus button, which is decreasing the voltage, the plus button, which is increasing the voltage. So to turn the machine on, you're going to hold and press the power button for 3 seconds. And you heard that? And you can see the machine is now on. It's set at 6.0 voltage. There is a battery life indicator right off to the left, and this will let you know the battery life. We're 1 cell down with 3 cells left on this particular battery. So now that the machine is on, let's actually get it running. So to have the machine run, it's going to be a quick click of the power button. And you heard the machine come on. And you know the machine is on because you see the decimal point right there blinking. To turn the machine off, not completely off, but from running, quick click. And now the machine has stopped running. The machine is still on, it's just stopped running. So quick click, machine runs, quick click, machine stops running. To turn the machine off, hold the power button for 3 seconds, and the machine will power off. Turn it back on, hold that power button for 3 seconds, and the machine will power back on. So as I mentioned earlier, this is a really easy and simplistic LED panel. And I really like that. The 3 buttons: power on, run the machine, stop running the machine, go down in voltage, go up in voltage, battery life indicator, and a little something cool they have built right into the battery is a temperature gauge, temperature protection gauge. So for some reason, if the machine or battery automatically reached really high temperatures, the machine would automatically shut off to protect the machine and battery. So that's a cool little feature. That typically doesn't happen and is a very rare situation, but I appreciate the fact that they put in that temperature protection gauge. So with this machine, you can, here we go, we turned it on, minus button to get all the way down to 4.5, which is a very, very popular voltage setting for many, many artists, especially if they're using the 1, 3, 5 RL, they're doing whip shading or the pendulum movement, and they're wanting low saturation. Stop the machine from running. 1 click, machine turns on. Plus button, this machine will actually go all the way up to 9. Myself, personally, and I don't think I know anybody personally who would actually run the machine at a 9 voltage, but just to show you that it does go up to 9 and all the way down to 4.5. So let's take it down to 6. And let's turn it off for a second. Again, the LED display, the buttons, very simplistic. And I know a lot of manufacturers in the past tried to create really smart machines that connected to apps. They would even tell you when the needle was inserted. The display, LED display, displayed a lot of different information, and it got very, very smart. But with all those bells and whistles and connecting to apps, that's great and all, but I personally feel that just leaves room for more problems and more complications with the machine. I feel the more simplistic the machine, the least amount of problems we're going to have, and the machine is just going to last longer. One more thing I'd like to say is there is a custom Japanese motor in this machine. And you'll notice when I go up and down, the voltage is very precise. So with that custom Japanese motor and the technologies built into the battery in the machine itself, that provides consistent power and precision. Artists are not going to experience any sag or drag during the procedure. Not at all. You're not going to experience the voltage all of a suddenly dropping or speeding up during the procedure. And we know that can happen with some machines, not this one. And that's because of that custom Japanese high-end motor and the precise voltage and all the technologies, care and concern that went into the engineering of this machine. Okay, let's turn around and take a look at the needle. Needle's in, and I don't know if you can see that good. I think you can, about how far that needle is out. That needle's out a little bit too far for me and probably most of you. So to adjust the needle float, right here, clockwise is going to extend the needle, and you can see that that needle floats out quite a ways. Counterclockwise, and that is going to start retracting the needle and bringing the needle in, reducing the needle float. So right there, that's about the perfect needle float for me. I like between a 3 and 4 millimeter needle float. Some of you like even a shorter float, so you can keep turning until you get it to the perfect needle float for you and the way you work. So I'm going to turn it back clockwise, back to the needle float I prefer. And again, when I'm working, I'm a Virgo. I like everything in alignment. And when I hold this machine, I got it running at 6.3. And when I hold this machine, I'll tell you, it feels really, really good. And it feels extra good because of the OMG needle and that silicone grip. But y'all, you're just going to love the taper of this machine. Vibration level, I would say, is low to medium. Some of us may have a difference of opinion because we all feel vibration at different levels. Our sensitivity to vibration varies from person to person. For me personally, this is low to medium vibration. You can hear it. For me personally, I would describe the noise level to be medium or just under medium. So I think artists are going to be happy with both the vibration and noise level of this machine and the taper size. Speaking of taper size, let's take a look at that grip over there. Let me click that off. Let's remove the needle. Now, to remove the grip, you just turn it counterclockwise, and the grip comes off. So for artists that like a larger grip, and I know there are some out there, you're going to really love this. Just insert the grip and start screwing it on. And you put the needle in just like you do the metal grip, aluminum grip. Click it all the way. Make sure it's in there nice and firm and click it on. And you adjust the needle float the same way, just by turning the grip clockwise and counterclockwise, and that will extend or retract the needle to your liking. This certainly makes wrapping the machine a whole lot easier. Let's see if we can demonstrate that. Let's take the needle out. Let's remove the grip. So if you're somebody that likes that grip, the width of a grip, then you would screw that back on. Put your needle in, and there you go. I mean, this is disposable. So this is the part of the machine that you have to protect with your barrier wrap. So that makes wrapping your machine a little bit easier, and you may not find that you need grip tape because this is made of silicone and it's very soft, it's very squishy, it's very comfortable, and that might be a good option for artists that have carpal tunnel or issues with their hands and their wrists. So I really, really I think it was really super smart that they made this an option for this machine. It's not going to be for everyone, of course, but I think for some artists, it's going to be fantastic. And if you don't like all this up here floating around, of course, you can tuck it back and tape it if you like. For me personally, it doesn't bother me because I like to kind of roll it back down for when I want to adjust my needle. I can grip the machine better, adjust my needle, and then pull it back up. When you try to adjust your needle with the plastic, it's a little bit slippery. So for me, I just leave the top of the bag a little loosey-goosey floating around like that. But some of you might want to tape that down. And for extra cushion, you certainly can add grip tape right over the disposable grip. Okay. So let's take that off. Let's remove the plastic. Let's put this grip back on. You can see how easy it is to remove the aluminum grip and put on the disposable grip. It's very, very easy. Let's put that needle in. Good little click. I like everything lined up. As I said earlier, it's just me, perfect lining. There. So if you choose to use the metal grip, which I probably will, then we're going to go ahead, use the plastic bags, wrap it as we are currently wrapping our pen style machines and applying grip tape. Okay, so let's talk about the battery. Let me take the needle out. Now the battery, let's turn it off. Off. You just remove the battery with a big pull, right? It's not really turning it. Let me put it back in. It helps a little bit to turn, but it's really a pull. But it's a little hard when you just pull, so I like to kind of turn and pull. So the battery removes just like that. Very easy. Okay? To put your new battery on, same thing. It's just kind of in and click it on down. Long press. Battery turns on. And we are at full life battery once again. Long press on. And it's off. Great. Okay, so now let's talk about the docking station. So if you get the full set, you're going to come with, it's going to come with the docking station. So in back of the docking station, you take your 6-foot cable that comes with the full set, plug it in, and either you can use a tower like this that has USB and just plug the USB in. Once it's in, you saw and it's connected, you saw the lights come on. Let me show you that again. You see the lights come on, that means it's connected. Or you can plug the USB into the wall adapter and plug it into a wall, and you see the lights come on. And the way you put your batteries on the docking station is slide it on there, find the hole, and a little click down, and you see that red light? That means it's charging. Find the hole on the back of the battery, put it in, little push down, and the red light comes on. So while the batteries are charging back to full power, the red charging light will be on. Once they are fully charged, you will see a green light start to emit. So very, very easy. And this comes with the full set. If you do not buy the full set, then let's remove this. If you do not buy the full set, you do not get the docking station. You do not get the wall adapter, and you don't get a 6-foot cord, you get a 2-foot cord. And you would end up plugging the cable right into the back of the battery and the USB right into a tower, something like that. And you can purchase these right on Amazon if you prefer wall adapters. This is the Bishop PMU Wand OMG edition. You need this machine in your hands like yesterday. It has insane precision, so control with every dot of pigment placed in that skin. It has a beautiful tapered grip, or a larger disposable grip. Pick your grip. You have options. 3.0 stroke setting for inclusivity and versatility. It's feather light at 4.6 ounces, but mighty as hell. It moves like an extension of you. That custom Japanese motor provides no skips, no drags, just flawless implantation every time, every procedure. And this machine has been tested by me and used in all my procedures for the last 2 years. It's co-signed by me. And if you know anything about me at all, you know I don't put my name on just anything. I have to believe 1,000,000% in the products that I get behind. And I believe in this machine 1,010%. I absolutely love it, and I think you're going to love it too. Wireless freedom, because cords are so last season.